Go.
Hello, everybody.
Hey guys, welcome back.
We're back with episode 10 of The West Wing.
Yeah, people were very excited about this one for a couple of reasons I saw in comments. One, a lot of people said it was one of their favorite episodes that we were finally getting to. And two, somebody said it was a Christmas episode, and that is the time of year we're in right now.
What great timing.
Yeah,
what
a happy accident. We're a week away from Christmas, for those of you who are watching this whenever. So yeah, this is something I'm looking forward to.
Excelsius Dio.
Excelsius Dio.
So Latin title there.
A Latin title and words I do not know what they mean.
Yeah, so we're going to jump into it. Beforehand, if you guys want to watch this with us, hop over on Patreon. We're going to do a full-length reaction video. Bring your own copy. So we're watching on HBO. If you have a DVD box set or you own it, do it that way. If you're over here on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. Leave us a comment. We enjoy the discourse in the comment section. That's always fun.
Right. Especially subscribe, though. We're trying to expand and improve some of our working situation here. And the one thing that's kind of holding us back on that is number of subscribers. We appreciate the fact that so many of you are watching, which we absolutely love.
Yeah, those of you that subscribe, thank you so much.
Yeah,
guys.
definitely. Thank you. Yeah. So, but please, subscribing would be very helpful. We promise we will not be spamming or contacting you in any obnoxious way.
No spam.
Ever. So if you're completely free of anything. If you just hit that button, that would really, really, really mean a lot to us and help us out. We would like to welcome 2 new Patreon subscribers. So Christopher and Chloe Grover, thank you. We really appreciate it. Thanks for joining us, and we hope you enjoy the full-length reactions. For those of you interested in the full-length reactions to The West Wing and the other content that we're watching, the link to our Patreon is in the description below.
Oh, yeah.
So
click that link.
So on to one of the greatest dramas on television right now, by far. And very, very timely given our current crap political climate.
That's the thing. The show has stayed so relevant.
Oh, completely.
20 years later.
And almost even more so. Right, absolutely. A lot of people who watch say they go back and watch a show a lot, especially now because of how we're handling our politics in America right now, which aren't great. And this is kind of
how many shows
a morality play
that have that same quality. So
absolutely.
No, Dickensian costume.
It's a nice tree. Wow.
They will have both.
It is.
Do you think they'll clash?
Remember Trump's wife did a couple years ago when it was all just red trees with nothing on them? It was so weird.
It was weird.
What's wrong with that?
I hope Al Roker's in this episode.
Playing Santa? I'd love to see Al Roker.
We have to. No,
Year 2000 is the last year of the millennium. It's not the first year of the next one.
I've heard that argument before.
Quote Stephen Jay Gould.
Flamingo is on her way.
what did you call? What did he call me?
Flamingo.
Does the Secret Service get to pick their code names, or do they get to pick them? Because she sounded surprised.
It's like a Reservoir Dogs situation.
Oh, right, yeah.
I picked the names.
Right.
Not a lot of snow, though.
Yeah.
They get snow out there?
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say.
You also had your business card?
Did he? Well, that's my coat. Gave that coat to the Goodwill. There must have been
a card in it, yeah.
Well, that explains that.
I'm just wondering why the body's still here.
An ambulance will come by. It's not a high priority.
Well, that's not good to hear.
God.
And then you're going to call the VA, right? This guy was in Korea.
Oh man.
That's brilliant how they had that that opening shot then of the memorial.
Thanks.
Yeah. That's going to haunt Toby.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, look where he passed.
Yeah.
Ski pants, ski boots, ski hats, ski goggles, ski gloves, ski poles. I'm assuming you already have skis?
Page 2.
Right.
Yeah.
Lilienfield's got this information. He's going to hold it till after Christmas when people are watching. I don't want to tell you too much, but I want to make an attempt at a preemptive strike. I want to talk to her.
Yep.
Leo.
Absolutely.
I'm saying,
Josh.
I'm saying somebody keep it in our pocket.
I don't want it in my pocket.
That's,
I don't want
don't
it in
do
your
that.
pocket, Sam's pocket, and I sure don't want it in the president's pocket.
Lillian.
A gay high school senior. He got beaten up. Then they stripped him naked,
God.
tied him to a tree, and threw rocks and bottles at his
That
head.
used to happen, that kind of
You know
crap.
how old
Holy
these
cow.
assailants were?
Yeah.
13.
13-year-olds did that.
There was a kid that got murdered like that. Left it like tied up in a
Critical condition.
field.
This is all by way
That's
of
insane.
Yeah.
Think this will revisit the debate on hate crime legislation?
Yes, I do. Though I suppose the best time to do that would have been the day before Lowell Lydell got his brains beaten out, and not the day after.
Yeah, had a girl.
A homeless Korean War vet died of exposure out on the mall last night. I don't know what kind of burial.
How do you know him?
I don't.
What does it matter to
Don't
you?
worry about it. What do you mean?
This
Come
might
on,
seem
Mandy.
trivial under the circumstances.
What are you gonna do?
For the moment, nothing. We're gonna wait and see how.
You're gonna wait and see.
Stop looking at me with the face.
It's my face.
Like I just killed your hamster.
I just think if the tables were turned.
I know.
It was my regular face, Josh. I wasn't trying to guilt you.
I know.
Okay.
Get a little more Donna lately, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, she's like a like an angel on his shoulder, moral compass for him a little bit. Yeah.
Lowell Lydell died about 15 minutes ago.
Oh man.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
This happened obviously the episode before hate crimes legislation, but we do have it now.
Yeah.
Flamingo's a nice-looking bird.
The flamingo is a ridiculous-looking bird.
Nice-looking bird. You're not ridiculous-looking.
I know I'm not ridiculous-looking.
Any way for me to get out of this conversation?
I'm going to talk to someone.
I'm going to use that anyway to get out of this conversation.
Sam, how you doing?
I need to ask you about your friend.
What happened?
Nothing.
Lori.
He's still on this crap, and I don't like it.
Josh, I assure you, I would have no way of knowing how much...
Sam, I need to know if she would divulge the name or names
This is gross.
of any influential Republican members of Congress that she might have...
No way.
Sam.
I'm telling you, there's no way.
It's accurate.
Josh.
There's a
I
thing
believe
that's
this
going to
kind of thing
happen.
would happen.
I do too.
I'll call her.
I wish you guys
We'll go
wouldn't
see
do
her
this.
Yeah.
I hope she takes a stand.
Thanks.
This show's obviously taking a soft approach to it, but like
Right.
in real life, they'd be like, yeah, go after it,
Yeah.
and which is terrible. But
Right. It'll be on Twitter in 2 days.
yeah,
Yeah, I know, Charlie. I tend to get a little down during the holidays.
Oh.
You don't
yeah,
like
she lost her
Christmas?
sons,
I
right?
miss my
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
The lottery number came up at the same time.
For the draft?
They did it by birthdays, so
Well,
if they were
I thought
twins,
they
they both
could
got
get it deferred
pulled.
to
Yeah.
finish
That's
med school.
crazy.
So they joined up as medics, and 4 months later, they were pinned down during a fight in Da Nang and were killed by enemy fire.
Jesus.
That was Christmas Eve, 1970.
That's terrible.
With the noises and the shooting, they had to be so scared. It's hard not to think that right then they needed their mother.
Oof.
Anyway, I miss my boys.
Yeah, that's tough.
I'm just trying to contact someone that might, be interested that he died.
This show is kicking my
I usually
ass.
hang
It
around
really is.
capital P.
Come.
An hour with you in a rare bookstore? Couldn't you just drop me off the top of the Washington Monument instead?
It's Christmas, Josh. No reason we can't do both.
I'm
Let's go shop.
glad there was a funny scene there because
I love that it's Martin
yeah.
Sheen too. Martin
Right.
Sheen, the president's one that lightens things up.
Right.
You know, who was a slave, but later granted his freedom by Augustus.
This must be a really expensive bookstore.
I was just thinking
They have
that. Yeah.
that
How
book
expensive
just
is
on a
that?
regular in a random shelf like that.
It was a rare bookstore, but
Yeah.
Adventures of James Capon Adams, mountaineer and grizzly bear hunter of California. I believe
I'd read that.
I would eat this
Sounds
book.
actually-
I would read that.
You sit around
Right,
in a
yeah.
hotel room by yourself?
You know a man named Walter Huffnagel?
Walter?
Yes.
You looking for Walter? That's his brother down there.
Oh. Thank you.
I mean, he's all right and everything. He's just a little slow.
Thanks.
Homeless
Excuse me.
veterans. What an embarrassing blight on America.
Mr. Huffnagel? Walter died last night.
Oh, jeez.
It was a very cold night. George, did you know your brother fought in Korea?
Well, I'm sure he didn't mean nothing.
No.
Sometimes people start things and they...
No.
Yeah. And I guess there weren't enough beds for Walter.
Yeah. Your brother is entitled to a proper funeral with mourners, and I think he deserves an honor guard. I would like to arrange it.
A funeral?
Are you going to be here tomorrow?
Yes.
They made him say Hail Marys as they beat him to death. This was a kind of entertainment.
CJ, just not sure it's right to legislate against how someone thinks. A lot of people aren't sure. A lot of them work here, and I'm telling you to dial it down.
I don't like what's about to happen here.
No.
Hi.
Or not happen. Maybe they change their minds. You never know.
That would be great.
Hi.
Thought maybe you could...
I could give you the name of an influential Republican who likes kinky sex so you could scare Lillian Field into shutting up
Please say no.
and get out and we'll
Yep.
pretend this never happened.
Hey.
Yep.
In any event, I don't feel like standing here taking a civics lesson from a hooker.
Josh.
Josh.
Listen, Lori, one of your
stepped
guys
way
wrote you
over
a
the
check,
line.
and the IRS works for me.
Now get the hell out of my house.
Just give me a
Yeah.
name. What do you want? Money? I'll give you money. I apologize. That was
Very rude.
Thank you, Josh. Good.
You're the good guys. You should act like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to see us?
Oh, yes, very much.
Should I leave?
As quickly as possible.
They're in trouble.
Flamingo out.
It's not what we do.
Take it on the chin.
You should apologize to that girl for even asking.
I did.
Apologize again.
Yes.
I didn't ask you out. You asked me out about 49 times, and
Yeah.
I'm saying yes to one of them.
Okay.
You understand we're having dinner, right? Skis would have killed you?
Yeah.
I need to bring skis to an office. They'd just be inconvenient. Here's your skis.
Right,
Please
right.
in the corner for the
Now haul me 150 yards back out to your car.
Did you use his name to arrange a military funeral for a homeless veteran?
Yes.
You shouldn't have done that, Toby. The president's in the mural room.
But she appreciates it.
She does.
Thank you.
Apparently, I've arranged for an honor guard for somebody.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
No, just tell me, is there anything else I've arranged for? We're still in NATO, right? Toby, if we start pulling strings like this, you don't think every homeless veteran will come out of the woodwork?
I can only hope, sir.
Yeah, good answer.
I'd like to come along.
Ugh.
Holy crap.
Nothing short of brilliant.
Yeah, that episode completely wailed on me.
That might have been the most emotional episode of the show.
It was.
There's lots that what we're dealing with in this episode. Obviously, I think the juxtaposition of the funeral, like you said,
With the Christmas celebration.
it puts a lot in perspective, especially with the upcoming Christmas season. Obviously,
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. We were dealing with two issues, important political issues. Really, one, hate crimes, which was brutal and terrible. But
still,
we passed that one.
That's very relevant.
It is, but we have passed the hate crime legislation they're talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
Not that hate crimes have stopped. In fact, they're way up over the last 5 years. Yeah. Across the board of people of all different minority demographics. But then the other one, the treatment of veterans, particularly homeless veterans, we haven't. It's like I said during the show, it's a national embarrassment that we haven't done anything more about that at all.
The ultimate sacrifice,
right? Man, was that an incredibly well written, sober show? And you should have known going in, like, oh, the Christmas episode of The West Wing isn't going to be a light, fun, happy episode all the way through.
Like we said earlier, like even the state dinner episode, something as trivial and not important as a dinner.
The idea that the tragedies of the world don't stop because we want them to for a holiday or a party.
And I think it's about giving recognition to those that don't have any.
Yeah.
And that was the most touching part of the episode.
With Toby setting up the funeral and everything.
Oh, yeah. It still, it lingers, you know?
Yeah,
like just thinking about it. And
that scene with his brother about killed me.
Well, the scene with
Miss Landingham, they're talking about her kids.
Jesus. Oh my God, and her being there. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that was...
It's gut-wrenching. It really
was
is.
gut-wrenching, but so well done.
Yeah.
I don't know the actress name that plays Mrs. Landingham. I've only seen her on one other thing that I can remember, and it was like she had like a one episode appearance as a patient on Scrubs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think
it's a little bit of a difference
I didn't watch much of Scrubs, but in that first season, I think she was... it was bothering me for a while, but I looked it up. She was in one episode of Scrubs.
I definitely have seen her in other things. She's always like a supporting role,
right,
like a cameo appearance, you know. But she's a fantastic actress.
Yeah, she was
really
so good in this.
And she said so much without saying anything to Toby in that one scene.
Man, this is an episode where, when you look at it, the first one where across the board, the female characters held the high ground all the way through.
Yeah.
Obviously, Lori with Sam and Josh was 100% right in that mess. Mrs. Landingham, CJ was the one that was holding the moral high ground, and rightfully so, on the murder of the gay kid.
Yeah.
I mean, just across the board, the women were the voice of reason completely in this episode.
That, there was so much being juggled in the episode. It kind of had to
going on.
think about what happened there. The one issue I had with the episode was probably the Josh and Sam thing. I mean,
yeah, that bummed me out, but it was supposed to. I mean, they realized by the end of it that they were screwing up.
From the very get-go,
Right.
Leo said, "I don't want you to do this."
Right.
And the fact that they had to go there and do it, it just leaves a bad taste in your mouth, so to speak. You're not you don't hate the characters,
No.
but it's. I mean, you need this to learn that, so they can learn that. Obviously.
Well, it's the idea of how important Leo is to him. It's the idea of we'll do anything for Leo, and then they had to have somebody tell them, "No, you won't."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not okay to do anything for somebody.
Yeah.
Man, what an incredible
This episode was actually a lot about giving and doing for others, and that's important to remember going into the holiday season. I mean, it's not about gifts and parties and dinners and presents. It's about those around us and those that matter. And I think the homeless veterans part of this episode is it's very profound.
Yeah, it was. It was very profound.
More discussion.
Yep. Well, thanks for watching, guys.
on a down note,
yeah. We'll catch you on the next one.
We'll see you later.